Hello everyone, welcome back to more draft. I didn't open on the main, on the like specifically Zendikar Rising quick draft screen just because I wanted to point out, like, look at this, they're rotating out the formats soon. Um, I tried looking at their event calendar and it's like impossible to tell what's coming next. This is not quite true. You can tell, I'm just looking at this web page here, that when they rotate out the Premier and traditional drafts in 33 hours, they're bringing in, I don't know, like Premier Draft for Ikoria just ends, and Premier Draft for Zendikar ends. But then in a few days they bring back Premier Draft for Zendikar. I don't know. It's a mystery. Wait. Also, has Premier Draft for Zendikar always been here? I guess it has. Why am I not playing that? I'm getting pretty fast at drafting Zendikar, and also like often winning a fair amount. So I could consider like trying to get my money back this way more efficiently. Is that accurate? Right, you only need like 4 wins to get your money back here, I believe, or 5. As long as we do better than 2. Yeah, but like if you get only 2 wins, you get absolutely ruined in this format. And you know, the difference between like 5 and 6 and 4 is not that pronounced. I don't know. Let's just keep doing quick draft and we'll see what they bring back or what they bring in when they rotate out the existing stuff. Okay, in we go. I guess I'll close the event schedule webpage. Alright, what is this? Okay, it's this like giant 7 mana thing that we saw in a previous draft and decided not to pick even though we were playing green. What was that deck? Was it a landfall thing? Was that one of my red, green, white guys? Or something? Or just green, white? I don't remember. Anyway, it's a rare. It's a possibility. There definitely have been games that get to turn 7 for sure, and having an enormous thing to play is cool. Ooh, Soaring Thought Thief though. The Rogues deck is pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I did go like 3 wins with it, which is a little bit weak, but there's just so much stuff that drafts into this, whereas this is kind of like just a standalone by itself card that does not direct your draft at all, aside from making you play green. And will often not be that amazing, has been my experience. Like a 7 mana 6/6 haste that's not even got like trample. What kind of green feature is this? No trample. I think I'd rather have the Thought Thief. I guess another thing we could do is look at the other cards in this pack, since we will see it again, and like, you know, if there were exactly 2 cards that were really great in Clerics but terrible in anything else, we could consider like taking the first one and hoping the second comes back to us, but that's not the case. And there is a second rogue in here that we might be happy to take, or even like Vanquish the Weak is fine as removal. So I think I'll try Soaring Thought Thief here. Ruin Crab. Now that also works very well in this deck. It's a big accelerant for decking your opponent. Almost every time I've actually been decked, well, no, sometimes they get me just with Thought Thief and I don't have enough blockers or something. But the landfall, you know, this can really get a head start on buffing your rogues. So I think that's what I'm taking, but let's just look. Malachir Rebirth is fine, but I think I'd rather have the Ruin Crab. It synergizes more directly. I don't know. Yeah. It also like kind of helps with anti-aggro, and just having a 0/3 can sometimes help you win the game if your opponent's killing you with 2/2s. Bane Veil. Okay, I mean it's a roguish combat trick, but we could take this Menacing Rogue as a way to like, you know, a 4-mana 4/4 menace is pretty good. Or Anti-Cognition. Oh yeah, Anti-Cognition is actually great if you're really contributing to like decking your opponent. It's a pretty mediocre counterspell, so I've been like ignoring it. If you haven't already put 8 things in their graveyard, but if you have, it's really good. It's like better than the original counterspell, right? Or no, because it can't counter instants and sorceries and stuff, just creatures. But it's still like 2 mana, counter a creature, and get some benefit is pretty good. Great. The downside is that it's not always that good, but so far it looks like it'll be that good fairly often. Field Research is alright. Cascade Seer, I don't know, it's just a 3/3. We're not going to have much of a party, we're going to have mostly rogues, right? So this might be Scry 2, which is okay, but not amazing. I think Blood Beckoning is like the best option here. We could try Field Research, I guess. Blood Beckoning just would be kind of cool as a way to like get back some killer rogues that have died, which are like our strongest cards. But Field Research might be a way to like get those rogues that haven't been played yet, right? I feel like, I don't know. This will only accelerate us getting our rogues by a few turns at most, because it draws them, right? Only a few cards. But whereas this may like get us our rogues immediately, right? I don't think either of them is really that amazing. I'll just put the Blood Beckoning in the sideboard, and it's like there if we need it. Okay, now Glacial Grasp is kind of okay, but I'm still like gun shy about it because of that red-blue Wizards deck I drafted that was absolutely horrible. It took like 3 or 4 of these. Into the Royal seems totally playable. You just like put their flying blocker back in their hand and keep going with the damage. And it draws a card, which is cool. But I think we probably want another flying rogue, right? And it mills things. It seems good. Vanquish the Weak might actually be better, I guess. Meh. Let's go with this. Our goal is not necessarily to control the board, but to like just try to, well, maybe it is. I don't know. Demon's Disciple, not really. It's some sort of sometimes okay removal. But it's untargeted removal. Yeah. I think I'd rather just have an Anti-Cognition again. Maybe that's too greedy. Maybe that's like... I've talked before about how Counterspell is kind of a luxury of control decks, and I'm not sure if we really are one of those. But the only other playable choice here is Demon's Disciple. And like, will I have a creature or a planeswalker to sacrifice? Obviously the Demon's Disciple, but... You know, in that case it's just a removal spell that isn't targeted for 3 mana. I guess it's actually really good if they have just one creature, right? Because you often won't have, like, you'll take Vanquish the Weak or something, but if their creature is too big, you can't make them kill it. Alright, let's take this. Why not? I don't love it, so we'll sideboard it. Seafloor Stalker is perfect, I think. It's a rogue, and it's evasive. Another Seafloor Stalker, sure. This is the only blue-black card, and it's a rogue, and it mills, it's fine. And it's, you know, a 1-drop. Although, again, not again. As I mentioned in previous videos, this is kind of better not as like a 1-drop, but as a kind of combat trick. So we're probably not playing this on turn 1, unless the opponent has already like gone first and is attacking us with a 1/1 or something. Then we can flash this out and kill it for free. I think Blood Price is probably better than taking a negate here. Countering non-creature spells is cool, but it doesn't really like advance our agenda very much, and it sort of sucks to have to leave mana open for it. I'd rather just like the thing you're going to be countering most of the time is like removal. I'd rather just, I don't know, draw my good card more often. Cleric of Chill Depths. It's, I don't know. It could slow the opponent down in killing us, but I think I'd rather honestly just sideboard Spare Supplies. I don't know if that's a rogue. Maybe we end up wanting to run red for some reason. Seems unlikely. Hey, it's a green thing. We drafted that before. Okay, Relic Axe is a nice warrior thing, but we're not running that. So Pelaka Predation, you know, makes them discard an expensive card, and it's also a land. That seems like by far the best pick here. Nothing else really does anything. And I'm not going to pick up a new color just for any of these. Like, I'm not going to start running green. It's completely against the direction the deck is going. So let's just take this. I'm not sure if I want it to be a land or a... Well, of course I would always prefer that it be a spell. But I'm not sure if I'm willing to cut a land to run it. We'll see. I probably am, because we're running pretty low curve stuff. Roost of Drakes. I have like one kicker spell, or did I even not draft that? I didn't even draft that. So it's like, you know, as a 4-mana 2/2 flyer, it's not very good. It's like, but it's not awful. And if you get 2 of them, it's if you get another kick thing, you're in good shape. But we have no reason to believe we'll actually get that. Bubble Snare, I think, is totally good though. It's like a 4-mana remove anything, or this is a 3-mana targeted removal. This doesn't help against like party stuff, but also you can play it for 1. If you have to like chip in the last damage or something in an aggressive deck or match. There's also Subtle Strike, which is a fun little combat trick. But I think I'd rather take a Bubble Snare. If they have like something, 1 flyer or 1 reach thing, it'll be nice to get rid of it. Perfect. Sure-footed Infiltrator. It loves rogues. It also loves party, which we don't have. Oh no, that's the other rogue. Cool. Also, it's a 4-drop, so kind of our top end. Nothing. I drafted none of these. I don't know. Let's draft an artifact, I guess, that I might use. The problem is I would never use the flying thing, I think, so maybe I need something to block flyers. Or a late game card. That could be either of those. That's the wizard thing. Shell Shield. Sure. I mean, it keeps a creature alive, hopefully. I'm not excited about it. Another Stalker? Sure. We're kind of more blue than black, right? Yeah. But that's fine. Oh, another Stalker. Sure. You know, I'll draft any number of these, I think. Speaking of. Yeah, that's green, so we don't want it. Cascade Seer is the best of a bad bunch. These all stink. And I have at least 4 of all of them, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Not that, again, it really matters. What could I conceivably want if I ended up splashing something? A way to tap stuff? Maybe. Okay, this duelist is fine. Okay, a heavy card, I guess. Alright, last pack. Oh, I see a black thing on top. Inscription of Ruin. Okay, that's a pretty reasonable start, probably. What else is there? Like nothing? Yeah, basically nothing. Oh, Feed the Swarm. It is a 2-mana removal, but this is like more flexible in that like you can kick it for 7 and do a lot of stuff. Yeah. And by the way, converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That could be our Soaring Thought Thief, right? That's pretty cool. So let's take this. Windrider Wizard. Instant sorcery or wizard spell. I mean, I don't have that many of any of those. I have 4 spells and no wizards. Expedition Skulker or this flyer. I mean, this could be a good way to deter aggression, is to just hold back a 2/2 Death Touch. Or we could play this to try to kill them more quickly. I mean, the Death Touch card seems more useful against, say, a landfall deck that's playing like the Prowling Felidar or whatever, right, and threatening to kill me. But that deck takes a while to get started, and I kind of hope to be killing them before that's really a big issue, and this would help with that. I don't know. A lot of what I'm doing, like I have 2 game plans, right, which is kill them quickly or try to mill them out. But like, I don't know. I don't really have mill them out as a win condition. I just don't have enough removal stuff. I'm letting the opponent attack me pretty much all the time. So the mill is really more like an activator for my, as long as your opponents have discarded stuff, things happen. Right, Soaring Thought Thief makes my rogues deal a bunch more damage, so you can kill them quickly. Makes anti-cognition better. And that's about it. So this, of course, continues to improve those 2 cards and also improves my kill them quickly abilities. This kind of gives me some late game resilience, but honestly not that much. It's like a deck where this card is important is likely, in a match where this card is important, it's probably not enough because the opponent will have more big creatures, right? So I think we actually go with just another one of these flying rogues and just try to double down on the matchups we're doing fairly well in and actually win them. Concerted Defense, I really only have rogues. This is a 4-mana counter... No. It's a 1-mana counter spell that requires them to pay 2. Non-creature spell. Oh, I gotta remember, this is another removal in the format, although it's uncommon. It's cute. No, this is... I'm never going to have any counters, and this is just like a creature doesn't die, which is not that amazing. I think Concerted Defense is the best choice here. Making them pay 2 is worth something, and often they won't be able to pay it, and then it's really great. Yeah. Expedition Diviner is a flyer, and that seems like enough reason to put it in the deck. I don't really want another Concerted Defense. I don't really want the one I have, but I do need to draft like several more cards, and that one seems playable. This seems a bit more playable. It's just like a generic 4-mana flyer. All of my attackers that I care about can evade the enemy somehow, and so we want more of those. Okay, I mean, I'll take a second Concerted Defense, I guess. I think the Living Tempest is a little heavy, but clearly the only playable choice from among these. It's alright to have a heavy card or two. How is our curve looking? We do have, like... We have only one 1-drop we actually want to play on one. And we have one 2-drop. So maybe I am tempoing this guy out a little more often than I would think. I don't know. We'll have to find out, I guess. Blood price is probably not worth taking another of. Yeah, maybe I'm putting the Demon's Disciple in, but that's like another 3. I have so many 3s. Well, they're basically all Stalkers, which is fine. Right, Stalkers give you a way to spend some mana. Although, like, it's always going to cost 4. It's like the worst it ever is when you have only rogues, but also being able to do 3 unblockable damage is really great when all you have is rogues. So, it's sort of okay to pay 4 for it. Like, I don't think I'd ever play Chilling Trap or Risen Riptide, so Blood Price is the only option. I just don't like it very much. Hopefully I can afford to cut some of these. Utility Knife is actually a way to make my flyers kill them a bit more quickly. I'll take that over the Disciple, I think. I already have one sideboarded. Another Shell Shield. A Skulker? Sure. Probably instead of the Blood Price. It's really nice to have a 2-drop. Don't really want any of this. A Concerted Defense again? I'm honestly thinking, like, maybe I don't want the ones that I have. It's obviously the only playable card in this pack. It's just like, you know, am I going to actually take it? So, what exactly is my real curve here? I have a 1-drop. I have a couple cards I might play on one. I have 2 2-drops. And just an absolute pile of Seafloor Stalkers. That's my entire deck, is Seafloor Stalkers. You know, I think Shell Shield is probably actually better than Concerted Defense, now that I look at it. Because the main non-creature spell that I want to counter is removal of my stuff. And Shell Shield does the same thing for like 2 mana, but it does it better because the opponent can't react to... They can't just choose to pay extra mana, so it still works in the late game. Right, it's relatively cheap to kick and get hexproof. What else? We could put in the Disciple. What would we be cutting for it? A Stalker, probably. I have a lot of those. And having more than one is actually not that great because you don't have the mana to pay for them both. Yeah, I mean 4 seems enough. And I want to treat this as a spell, not as a land. Sorry, as a spell, not a land. So I still want to have like, I don't want to just like cut a swamp or something. I mean, this deck looks pretty mediocre. I'm like, you know, looking at my curve, do I want to run a little bit less land to put in another card? Like, what card would I even really put in? Concerted Defense? Another Stalker? I think with like a few 4-drops, a 5, and an ability that I need to pay 4 for, I'm kind of doing... Oh, also I have like a 7. I'm kind of doing okay in... I mean, I'm usually playing this for 3, of course, but it is available for 7 if I happen to draw it that late. I think I'm usually able to spend my mana reasonably okay. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm not going to have like too much mana and need more cards. I'm going to be able to do useful stuff with the mana that I have, which suggests I should probably not be cutting. I don't know, we'll see. This looks okay. I don't think it's a good deck. I think we go like 3 or 4. I don't think we do any better than that. But we might very well do worse. We just don't have enough cheap creatures. We're going to be getting carried by stalkers, if anything, I think. Buto. That's a T, right? It's kind of a weird looking T, but this is fine. I have a 3 and a 4. I have all my colors. I have some removal. Sure. I don't know. Let's not tell him I'm blue-black. Just in case it changes what decisions they might make somehow. We're playing against white-green, which is kind of a landfall thing, so we want to get in there quick, obviously. Okay, this is the kind of thing you can't usefully remove because its triggered abilities still trigger. But I can get in for some damage. Opponent won't be blocking this. And just keep curving out so much as it is, having skipped 1 and 2. But we wait for them to play a big landfall creature and then we remove it. Or we continue curving out and then once the landfall thing gets out of hand, then we remove it. I don't know. What is this? Can't attack or block. Okay, fine. So I think we're playing a blood price here. Nothing really else to do. Well, I could buff this. Oh, also I have a wizard. Look at that. Anyway, let's play blood price first and see if something good happens. I want the Living Tempest and another Sky Dancer. Yeah, that's a good 6 mana turn is to flash in a couple of these. I think I want that more than the utility knife. Boy, that's way better than having to draw all 4 of those cards. Utility Knife wouldn't have been a disastrous draw, but I definitely don't want the swamp. Okay, another triggered ability. So removing it doesn't help that much, but it does stop me getting killed. Oh, actually, it's also a blocker, so I could... Yeah, it lets me get in more damage. But... yeah, it's a 5/5. I should probably get rid of that, right? Even though it costs 4. Like, the opponent is threatening to kill me, and I'm not really making the same threat in response. Maybe I could, though? If I, like, just play both of these guys? No, because I want to get this damage in. Okay. They might not have any other big creatures, so... I don't really care about my stuff being tapped on my turns. Good, they played this, so they probably don't have a big creature unless it's a Stomper. Because they would have played a landfall creature before playing their land, right? Okay, there's the Stomper. A little scary. Would have preferred to remove that, but I couldn't do it last turn. I think we just play another of these and keep trying to race for damage. I guess I should have activated it first, huh? Well, maybe I flash in a flyer first? That's sort of like 2 damage every turn. Yeah. As opposed to 2 damage this turn. Obviously, the 7 mana card is pretty scary. And it does have trample. Like, I'm kind of dead here pretty soon. Really? Okay, fine. Looks like I'm very dead then. You know, getting in a little bit more damage was not going to be how I win this one. How much mana do I have? 8? 5 and 3? That's enough to kill this guy, I guess. No, it's not. It's a 7/6. Also, opponent would still get in enough damage to kill me. Okay. Well, maybe they don't have a land. Oh yeah, I can see it. Well, we'll play our creatures and see what we can do. The answer will be lose, however. Yep, good game. Opponent gets in 4 plus 2 is 6, so let's just not block. Okay. Overkilled by 9, sure, seems fair. Well, we didn't really draw any of our good cards. We had a lot of stalkers, and that's fine, but killing the opponent 2 damage at a time, as long as they don't have any creatures on board, is not exactly a thrilling game plan. We kind of need some flyers a bit earlier. I don't know. We just don't have much tempo stuff, and that's we knew that. All right, this is fine. That's my swamp, I guess. Well, I could play an island first and hope to draw a swamp. And then if I play this on 2, it's still okay. I don't have any other 2-drops anyway. I don't even have a 1-drop. Do I just start trying to go face with 1/1s? Is that gonna matter? Yeah, because like it could be a 2/2 with the utility knife. Sure. I'd like to put the utility knife on this guy, of course, but, you know, curve and tempo matter. This gets in 2 damage right away as opposed to 0. I don't know, maybe I would attack, an opponent probably wouldn't block. But this utility knife is doing good work. I'm playing this, the Stalker now, the idea being to flash in a Sky Dancer and then Shell Shield it to remove their 1/1 lifelink thing on turn 4. Okay, opponent's going to make it a little difficult to kill them. That's a little sad. We could just play this on curve. They would just sack a 1/1 though, so it's not very exciting. Let's just attack with everything. I don't need to make this unblockable because he can only block 1 anyway. And I want to save my 4 mana as discussed for the earlier discussed plan. I don't know. They might have Might of Marasa or something. No, it's white-black. They might have, like, I don't know, practice tactics. Actually, practice tactics doesn't kill me, so that's fine. I'm gonna wait until damage to play this because opponent might buff this in some way that, I don't know. Okay, unsurprisingly they didn't. But this way, if what they have is some removal spell that they play in response to Shell Shield, I've at least blocked their 1 attack. I could keep Anti-Cognition open, huh? Or I could just move this somewhere, like onto my flyer. Or of course I could activate this guy. I could play this, that gets rid of their 1/1, but I don't think that's really so great. I think let's just activate the Stalker and go in for 5. I guess I should consider, like, how much damage did this utility knife do? It kind of did like 2 or 3 damage. 2, or 4 or 5? I got in 2 instead of 0, and then I think 2 instead of 0 again? And it got 1 more when I attacked everything. So it's done like 5 damage. I think it was fine to put it on this guy instead of putting it here. Even though it's sort of more useful here. Alright, now let's make them get rid of their flyer since they're using it to block. And I keep anti-cognition open, which is pretty nice. And the 3/1 doesn't do anything while they have a cleric out. So I may as well get rid of this, right? I mean, I don't know. I could get rid of the 2/2. And then if I ever move the knife here, it becomes a 4/1, a 4/2. But right now, like, this is actually doing damage. Yeah. Right, I'm getting in for 4 this turn. Whereas I'd be getting in for 2 otherwise. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. And exactly what I don't want them to play is like a big creature. So hopefully this is enough. Right, if they play a small creature, then they can still play it. Okay. Well, now I can move the knife and that'll be fine. Not today. This is better than moving the knife. Pretty good anti-cognition. Yeah, that creature doesn't do anything. So I guess we win. Unless I have another card. No point in like playing this, I just want to get in for the damage. Good game. I think tempoing out the 1-drop was definitely a successful play. It seems useless as a 1/1, but, you know, we had the knife. We made it do stuff. It would be more fun as a combat trick. Better, of course, if you can get it to do both. But in that game, we just needed a 1/1. That's why curve is so important. You know, that plus the utility knife let us sneak in like 6 damage or something. This is fine. I'm not sure what mode I'm playing the predation in. I go first, huh? I think I'll just try to keep it as a creature, or as a spell. Plan to draw a 4th land eventually. Obviously you can't guarantee such a thing, but... More black-white? Ooh, interesting. I guess I'll get rid of it. I don't have anything else to do this turn. I could flash in a 2/1, but I don't want to. Okay. It's a 1/4. I could just destroy it with this, or I could put in my Thought Thief and start making progress. Or, of course, the 2/1. I think I'll just... play this as a land to get out my 4 mana thing next turn. And put out the Thought Thief. Flash it out, of course. I probably won't block with it. Because, well, maybe I should. They don't have any rogues to tap. I don't know, it's just so scary, like, they could have practice tactics or anything, like, and that just instantly kills this, which no, it doesn't. I can survive practice tactics, actually, with my Shell Shield. I think I'll go for it. Try to stop the 1 damage. It could matter. It's not like they can flash in a rogue for... Oh, they could. They could flash in this. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Okay, you definitely should have waited until I blocked, so that I don't know you can do this. Okay, there's a 4th land after all. We swing with this, right? We must. Yeah, they're tapped out, so they're clearly not blocking. And this guy is probably a good proactive card, and I can play this as a tap target for it later. Opponent's playing black-white rogues, which is a little bit weird. The blue ones are pretty good. Maybe they have black, white, blue with like rogues and clerics or something? I don't know. Well, there you go. This is a spooky card that I would obviously like to get rid of someday. Like maybe soon? It hasn't gotten out of control yet, has it? Maybe it has. You don't... Okay, if you... Alright, you can get in 1 damage this way. I think you might have preferred to get in 2, though? Okay, I guess you think it's important to mill me. Fine. If you're running rogues, that makes sense. Okay, so this is a rogue I can tap for this guy. And then I still have 3 mana left for this. To destroy this guy. And it's a sorcery, so I should play it now. Making discard 2 cards is cool, but this creature is just too important. I don't know, I guess I should have played the rogue, then attacked, and then I might have drawn some answer that would make me not want to do that, I guess. And next turn my rogues get bigger. On the other hand, I'm not really winning the damage race. I guess that also might have caused me to tap differently, because then I could keep blue open instead of black for a shell shield, maybe? Yeah, could have played that turn slightly better, but it doesn't super matter. Ooh, that's exciting. Return target feature card and up to one target. What happened? Why were you not able to return? Oh, you just like declined? I don't understand. How did you not end up returning that card? I think we tapped this one, right? We could attack with this, actually. No, I need to stop the damage. I don't know. What am I could block his death touch thing, basically. This is 5. I have 6 at the moment. Okay, I think I can flash this in and shell shield it to kill this guy. And I still have 2 mana left, but I don't have 3 mana left. Don't like that. I think I'm well behind this game. Yeah, the flying rogue makes sense. But now you're tapped out, so I can actually remove the 4/4 with safety. Actually, oh, I can flash this in instead of this, since I have the extra mana anyway. You order the blockers, I'll shell shield the one you're choosing to kill. Okay, we're keeping this rogue back basically forever now. Kind of have to. Let's play a stalker so I have a tap target for this guy. And how much can I attack with? This? Or would it be better to attack with the Thought Thief? I don't think so. Well, I kind of want to be able to kill the 3/2 without losing my 2/3. The 2/3 is doing 3 damage every turn anyway, right? Yeah, I'd rather do it this way. Oh, I should have attacked with everything. I have I can flash in a rogue. What am I thinking? Flash in a blocker for this. Well, okay, as it happens, I can actually flash something in to kill this without losing a creature, so that's nice. I got very lucky on the draw there to justify my perhaps poor decision previously. Oh no! Well, I guess I'll flash it all in now. Okay, opponent attacked with nothing. That's good news. I think we tap the 2/1 here. And we activate this guy. And I don't think I have any other abilities to activate that cost mana. And the opponent can tell that, so let's just make it bigger. Oh, I could have drawn something off of this guy. That was a mistake. I would happily trade this for his 3/2. So we're getting in at least 8 damage. This is lethal, right? Opponent can only block 3 of it, which means we're getting 5, 8, 11, 13. Should I attack with more creatures to commit to that? No, opponent might have some tricks, so let's keep this back to stop myself from getting killed by this guy. I guess I'm dead on board anyway if he... No, these two don't kill me. Ooh, close game. I'm glad I stopped to check for lethal because that board position was pretty delicate's not exactly the word I'm looking for. Precarious isn't either, but it's somewhere in between them, right? Volatile. That's the word I wanted. It was very volatile. We were in a very volatile stalemate where if I attack with too little, but also too little to kill him, but too much to stay alive, I could be in some trouble. That Death Touch Rogue really saved my life. I couldn't have done anything about the 7/5 without it. Opponent really was just running black-white rogue clerics, I guess. And we did kill a warrior, actually, at the beginning of the game, now that I think of it. So maybe they were just trying to do party stuff, and like the Seagate Colossus, or whatever it's called, the 7/5 does sort of lend credence to that theory. Only blue, but also only blue, so sure. I have a 3/4/5, which is a lot slower than I would like to be, but I don't think I can afford to be that picky. This could be an okay hand. And I don't really have a lot of great hands in the deck. Ooh, it's looking bad though. I don't know. Like, why am I so scared of a 1/1 Death Touch? I don't know. Because green in general scares me. I don't kill opponents quickly enough to... Oh man. Don't kill opponents quickly enough that like green stuff doesn't scare me, and they can like kill me quickly. Whenever creatures are put on, counters are put on a creature you control, you put it back. Yeah, okay. So that's a counter card for sure. Yep, just go ahead. I don't have any plays ever, so help yourself. Alright. We're playing a Stalker here. And that should slow down the damage, hopefully. But not by much, I suspect. Okay, yeah, that's probably the right play. I don't even know if blocking this will kill it. They might just put it back with a counter thing. So let's go like this. Might of Marasa also makes me sad. Maybe I should have just killed their 1/1, trade this off. Probably not. No play, huh? I think I can't afford to swing with this. I am the one needing to stabilize here. And threatening to do so with another Seafloor Stalker is kind of the right idea. Oops? Why oops? I don't know. The problem is, even after I stabilize, I'll probably be losing. But I have some flyers as, like, if I can stabilize. Yeah, okay. It's kicked, huh? Okay, sure. If I can, like, get the board to stop getting worse, then maybe my flyers can deliver the lethal damage. Would be the hope. Honestly, this is the smallest thing my 2/3s are ever going to be able to block, or that I'm ever going to be able to kill the 1/1 with is my 2/3. I kind of hate it. I could let 1 damage per turn keep getting in. That might be the best approach, actually. Because now I threaten to kill the 4/4 with just these two and lose one of them. That's a better trade. I'm close enough to 7 mana that I think I'll try to keep this for that. Oh, or just like removing a 4/4 is pretty great. But I want to curve out, right? Like I think I want to flash out my 3/3 to block a 2/3 maybe. I think the board is actually pretty stable right now. Opponent doesn't have any good trades available. Swinging with this into both of my 2/3s doesn't seem that great. They might do it. But if so, I have Shell Shield. So it's a question of this and have Shell Shield open, or have this available as a trick. Let's just play this. And I have a Shell Shield open to make the trade with the Gnarlid better. This kind of could be Mighty Marasa, I guess. In which case this creature would be a 9/9. Even a 7/7 kills one of my things for free. Maybe I block with everything, and that way I handle the 7/7. But no, they could just kick and make it 9/9. So if they have that, I'm just losing one of these for free. But I can't afford to take the 4 damage, so I might as well hope they don't have it. And if they do, I don't have to spend the Shell Shield necessarily. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. I mean, that was good value for them. They got to draw a card. And neither of us had to lose a creature. Okay, this is a really... I can actually play this for 7. But I want to keep this available to flash in as some kind of trick. Sadly, I don't have any creatures with converted mana cost 2 or less. But hopefully I can get them to discard something important as well. These guys also threaten to have more damage, I guess, is something I hadn't thought of. Huh. So how do we block? This goes here. Trade both of these guys for this. And try to kill this with an elemental. Like that. Not bad. I lost my best target for Inscription of Ruin. But it still gets opponent to discard something, and I can finally get rid of this damn 1/1 Death Touch thing. Maybe I get rid of the 2/2. No, that comes back. Oh, all right. We're definitely not out of the woods. Haha. It's a green player. Get it? Out of the woods. Oh, actually, I don't know if I should kill this. I think opponent should be attacking with it. Planning to put counters on things. Well, maybe they can't plan that. I don't know. This is kind of silly, but I guess I'd rather do 4 damage than 3, and I don't think I want to commit to doing 7. Yeah, I do. What do I care about 2 damage? Let's do 7. I guess Mighty Marasa kills me? Maybe that's why I shouldn't have done this? No, it doesn't. I have 9 health. That's only 7 damage. But if opponent could engineer to get this killed and still have another creature to put a counter on, that could be an exciting thing for them to do. I guess it's kind of hard to do both of those. I'd really love to draw a land, because then I could go in for max damage and still have a flash blocker available, which would really ease my mind. But also, I guess drawing a good card would probably be at least as good. Is it really Might of Mirasa? It really is. Wow. Oh, Anti-Cognition is a great pickup, I think. Because that's going to be the main way they kill me. I only need to do 3 damage. So it's kind of stupid to play this at all, actually. But it doesn't... Like, it was free, I guess. But I... I only need to threaten 3 because next turn I can do 7. Eight, really. So I don't know, this is sort of silly. I could have just swung with this and held this guy back, and it would be pretty similar. I guess I prefer this creature live than this one, so... What is this? 5 mana, throw it away? Okay. Just some sort of weird forfeit? I don't even want to risk losing this to kill it. He might still have some sort of buff card, and I really need my 3/3. Okay. I don't really care. Ooh, that was a tough game to navigate, I think. Being willing to see myself as the control player was an important part of that, and like figuring out how to deal with their threats, not committing too much to the attack when that wasn't really how I was going to win. I don't know, it still feels weird though. I feel like green should have been able to play enough big creatures. So I'm not sure why my approach actually ended up winning. It just like seemed like the only approach that I could take that would have a chance of winning. Anything more aggressive, I obviously lose too quickly. I didn't even check what card we made them discard with Anti-Cognition or Relic of something or other. This is fine. It's got 3 mana. It's got a 3-drop. I wish I had 1s and 2s, but there's not a lot of them in the deck. Facing a lot of black today, huh? That poor Moss Pit skeleton never did anything. Well, okay, it did do 7 face damage, plus it did 2 a couple times as well, I think. Blue-black, I'm also blue-black. I can just go in for some damage. I don't have anything better to do. Okay, yeah. A little less damage than I might have hoped. Looking forward to flashing in this elemental. The Living Tempest. Not that excited about this guy. Just removes a 1/1. Okay. Let's stop it. I don't know. I'll just pass. They won't have a lot of stuff that can interact with this in a useful way, I don't think. Yeah. That got rid of their party card, and also their best damage dealer. Well, I could play the cleric, but it doesn't really do anything, whereas this kind of does. I don't know, it's just a 2/3. And I don't have any other rogues for it. But it can block the 1/1, I guess. Not very effectively, it must be said. Wait, why did I leave open a blue and a black instead of just 2 blue? I thought auto tap was smarter than that. Alright, I'm sad about this. Okay, I guess we just get rid of that 1/1. It's not amazing. Once again, tapping wrong. I should pay more attention. No, that was... Yeah, that was... it's fine. Actually, I only need 2 blue. I think I go with everything. If they want to try to kill something, I shell shield it. I assume they tried to kill the rogue? No. Interesting. I get combat damage, or I get to draw a card. I don't need to kick this, but actually I should, right? I have the mana. Why not? Well, I might have drawn a spell I wanted to play, I guess, but... Yeah, okay, that was kind of silly. It didn't cost me anything in the end, but it was the wrong play. Shell Shield, by the way, there was a card printed a while ago, I have no idea what set, called Dive Down, which has the effect of both of these for just the 1 blue mana. It gets +0/+3 and hexproof until end of turn for 1 mana. And my first inclination was to say that that's strictly better, because you don't have to pay the extra 1 kicker to activate it. But I guess on occasion, ooh, I don't like this. But hey, I have more hexproof. There are cards. Wow, a rogue is actually a great draw here. There are cards that want you to pay for kicking stuff, right? And in that situation, you might conceivably prefer to run Shell Shield than Dive Down. It's kind of interesting, I guess. I don't want to waste my Shell Shield now. I want to save it to hexproof away his Deadly Alliance. Whatever he removes, presumably one of these two. So that's why I'm not attacking with this, even though I could combat trick both of these away. I have bigger plans. Is it an instant or a sorcery? It's just okay, it's an instant, but you probably cast it at sorcery speed to try to get the damage in. Okay, that one's fine. I'm going to keep these swamps in hand. I don't need them for anything, and they can bluff being something useful. I kind of hate tapping the 2/2, but what's opponent going to attack with, right? I want those cards. I also want the 3 damage. So, go ahead, hit me. Okay, 3 is probably enough that I can play a swamp. I might eventually draw a Stalker and want to have like 8 mana on the board or 12 mana, I don't know. Deck size not at all a concern for me or opponent. They must not have a kicker spell. I feel like they should be holding this back if they can get another Drake out. What is this, by the way? It's okay. It's a big scry draw thing for wizard cards. Well, instants and sorceries, which wizards like. Shouldn't you have waited on that one? Wow, what the heck? This is really weird. Oh, what a draw, huh? What do I destroy? Probably the 2/1 flyer, I guess? Yeah, and then just swing in for 7 and kill him, hopefully? Oh my god, what a card. This even buffs my rogues. Oh no, it doesn't. They only have 5 cards in graveyard. Okay. Okay, so I can't swing with everything yet. Or actually, probably ever. Oh, it does buff my... I don't know where I'll... Oh, because I made them mill stuff. Very cool. I think I get rid of... I tapped the Death Touch thing. Because land creatures are not very exciting. Or non-flyer. Ground creatures, maybe is the right word, are not very exciting to me. And I need to keep blockers back so I don't die anyway. I could swing with both of... No. This can't attack yet. I think I'm in good shape here. Why are you not flashing these in? Come on, they're great combat tricks. If opponent attacks with too many things, I can just overwhelm their blocking ability. So I don't think they're going to attack with almost anything. Oh, go ahead. You can get in for one. I don't care. Do I? Is there some cool way that if I block this, I can kill them? No. Why do I just let it in, you dummy? Them giving it Death Touch by blocking something is just not ever going to be an advantage to me. Still plenty of cards. Okay, Anti-Cognition's actually a great pickup, I think. Am I gonna die? They have 6 attackers for 2 each. Plus 1. I guess I can block 2 of them still. And just barely live? That's interesting. So if they have a fast spell that isn't a creature, I'm in trouble. But if they don't, I live. I should be... no, because they could like double up on me. I don't think I should be attacking with anything else. Well, it would make them lose 2 creatures to kill my 1, I guess. God, this stinks. Sorry, bumped the mic there, I think. Don't know how loud it was. Probably not very. You swing with everything here and just try to win? Yeah. But I think I calculated that this lives. Right? You get in for 9? Oh, 7. I miscalculated somehow. Close one, for sure. We're at 4 wins? 4-1? Yeah, cool. So let's keep going. The deck is exceeding expectations. It was game 1 that I lost, wasn't it? I seem to recall. Yeah, I didn't draw enough early cards, and opponent was playing. I don't remember. Some like white green thing maybe, or maybe that was game 2. No, game 1 was the white green stuff that just murdered me. I don't think this is good enough. Well, it probably is, right? It's 3 mana, and I have several small... It's 2 mana. I have several 3 mana plays. I'll give it a try. Several chances to draw a land. Okay, opponent keeps 6 and opens with blue. Great, great pickup. This has flash, so... I don't know. I'll wait to play it until opponent has played a creature, hopefully. Not going to. Do I want to try to get in the 1 damage? Start chipping away? I think I should. It's more important than saving this for a combat trick. Blue-red doesn't even care that much about combat tricks, I think. There you go. 1 extra damage. Gotcha. Oh wow, opponent's having a rough day. Okay, they were just looking for something important to get rid of. Flashing this in is not at all useful, so let's play the slow card. Okay, they are a pretty slow control wizards deck, it looks like. Maybe a more flexible party deck, I guess. We haven't seen real evidence of wizards yet, just one wizard which doesn't synergize with others. But they are really excited about draw. I could get in 3 damage, but I think I'd rather flash this in, so let's just pass. Maybe I should have played it on my turn, actually. Oh man, that's scary as all heck. There goes my 1/1, probably. And my 2/1s are not doing much either. No blocks. I'm still the aggressor here, I think. Activating this leaves me with only 2 mana, which I can play Anti-Cognition with. I think that's probably fine. I would like to be able to play this, but I can do that next turn. And opponent has a big hand and a bunch of mana and seems to want to play big cards. So I think Anti-Cognition may get okay value. Yep, there you go. They don't have 2 mana to pay. Oh, a race. I'm really happy to see a race. Ooh. Is it at all? It's not at all important to me to trigger landfall abilities. I just want to pay for this and still be able to play my rogue. Because I think I'm losing a slow game. There's a race. Look at this. I've got a shot. Maybe not. Because if they're doing 6 a turn, this actually threatens lethal if I draw a land, because then I can attack for 2, 3, 4. Oh no, they can just play an instant. This is dumb. I don't know. Yeah. I probably should have just played the crab to block a bit. Yeah. And that's lethal, I assume? Not quite. You can't... Oh yeah, it is. No, you just cast it on me and win the game, you dummy. What are you thinking? Or is it... Yeah, 3 damage to any target. Hello? Like, can you tell I'm mousing over this? This was lethal. I don't have any way to survive, right? Well, oh, I mean, I guess playing both creatures and not attacking is not dead on board. It's pretty sad, but... Alright, now I'm dead. Or no, I actually could have blocked both 3/3s and only let him get in for 2, but I was still gonna lose. Oh well. He had lethal a turn ago. I was just giving it to him. He deserved it, haha. No, clearly made a mistake. Well, it's easy to make mistakes like that in the heat of the moment. Ugh. I mean, but is it? Ugh? All I need is a blue. Every time I keep a hand like this, I regret it. Because, like, I have this guy and a rogue to combo him with, and I can play him on curve. I think I'll try it. This is at least also playable on 3 to kind of slow the damage that's coming in. Oh, it's not the land I wanted to draw. But it does mean I'm unlikely to have to play this as a land, I guess. What's with all the swamps? Get out of here. Well, I guess I'll just get rid of something. Alright, what do you got over here? For 4 mana... Okay, you have a couple combat tricks, and this 4-drop that draws a card. Get out of here. They're also green-black, and they don't have any black. Hey, I got my blue! And it's almost in time. It's actually fine. I would have gotten in quite a bit more damage if I could have played this last turn. But I don't know, then he would have been playing his 4-drop, so it turned out alright. I have 5 mana, which is perfect for playing the Thought Thief. Ah, I can't play them both. I only have 1 blue. Look at that, I actually noticed my color problems. So I think it's more important to play this guy. Because I get to mill him a bit more. Opponent's not going to be flashing anything in, obviously. If they print a green card with flash, I don't know. I assume there are some somewhere, but it's not a very green... Oh, I should have attacked first before playing my swamp, because now if I draw an island, I can't play it, right? Yeah. Not punished? Punished. Oof, I should have a 2/3 on board right now, and I don't. Because I'm a bad player. I forgot about the draw ability. Alright, I forgot to like relate that to my plan for the turn anyway. Okay, yeah, that's a little scary, but I can just remove it with my Disciple. Very good. Hey, you got some black. Disciple time? Maybe. Constrictor. Interesting. Why? You don't want to do anything with it right now, do you? Ah, you have a Might of Marasa you can use it to block with, I guess. I'm playing this first, so I can tap it to become unblockable. And I believe we're activating, yeah, we're activating the Thought Thief now, so this is actually not 6 damage, it's 9. Ooh, Anti-Cognition is a pretty good pickup. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have Lethal on board right now, so maybe some more proactive removal, something I can play on my next turn would be better. Okay, that's a good play. Yeah. I think he might be dead still, though. Because I can get in for 6 with both of these guys. After I play another land, that is. There you go. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Got him. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're up to 5 wins. 5-1? 5-2, right? 5-2. Pretty good result. All things considered. Namely that I don't have enough cheap creatures. And that rogue's evasive ability, the C4 Stalker, right? It's been okay. It's been probably, I would even say, good, but it's not great as I kind of thought it was previously. It's really great if you have more party creatures. It's okay in a rogue's deck because it costs 4 damage to get in 4 mana to get in 3 damage, which is pretty expensive, but is often all you need to win. Ooh. This has almost nothing proactive, but it's pretty okay as a reactive hand, right? And you can also just make the opponent discard 2 cards, which is fine. I don't love it, but I have yeah, okay. I mean, this is a hand for a different kind of blue-black deck, but I might be able to make something happen with it. And we did actually draw a 3-drop, so it's a totally fine hand. And a Thought Thief, so it's an insane hand. No Anti-Cognition, please? Let's actually wait to flash it in on his turn. Or maybe Anti-Cognition his own Thought Thief? No. Okay. It resolves. Very good. No relevant blockers to flash in is good news for me. I don't think it's worth trying to keep Anti-Cognition alive. Yeah. He might have some other removal, right? So, or some non-creature spell he wants to play. That's great, by the way. Maybe I should have taken that earlier. But the thing is, it's great when it works, and when it doesn't work, it's kind of meh. Oh, maybe should have played the crab, huh? Yeah, definitely should have played the crab first. Whoops. Well. Yep, I can't really come up with any way to justify that play. Even if I want to keep Anti-Cognition open, it would be right to play the crab. If I want to tap this guy, it's wrong, but I really don't, or not tap him, but activate him. Opponent hasn't had any creatures in a while. Are they going to have a 5-mana card that they want to play? No, the only 5-mana card you want to play, you'd want to flash in anyway. So, okay, I'll just admit the mistake. Make you discard. Oh! I should have returned the Thought Thief. I didn't even think of that possibility. I don't know, making them discard 2 is kind of okay. But it's probably not the best play. And what'd they get rid of? A land and a Blood Priest. Blood Priest? Really? Yeah, I forgot all about that card having... Because I didn't expect to have anything in my graveyard early, so I wasn't even really thinking about it, but I just forgot what options it has. And didn't read them when I was clicking through. Let's play blue? It doesn't really matter. Is it worth, like, removing this? I don't think so. This creature doesn't do anything. It just makes me pay a 4-mana tax, which I don't even mind paying. Like, what else was I going to do? Anti-Cognition's really the only thing. Which I would be happy to have available, of course. But if they play a creature that I really care about, I can just remove it later instead of now. I have only black open, so I don't even have to worry about this getting countered. Means I can't attack usefully with my 2/3, which is a little too bad, but getting this out is more important, I think. I could now spend my blue on removing this, but I want to keep the anti-cognition for like a serious threat. The 3/3 is not one, I don't think. Whoops. Well, that sucks. Oops. Pretty sad about how that turned out. I could block with both of these to kill that, but I don't think that's very good. I want the draw more than I care about getting damage in more consistently. Like, if I could trade these two, I'd be happy to, but no, I wouldn't even do that, because then this wouldn't have an ability to get through anymore. I'll just draw a creature. See? Easy. Oh, and this actually lets me activate the Stalker ability as well. Maybe not? Ah, you get to... You're gonna sack that instead, I see. Okay. Let's get rid of the 0/3. I don't think milling him out is gonna work. And having a 3/1 stops him getting chip damage in. Oh, that's a gross draw. Well, okay, we're just gonna have to... It's a low tempo but high value draw, and... Oh, really? That's rude. Oh, also... I guess my deck is gonna be gone if you draw any more lands. Yikes. What exactly is the plan here? Do I want to get in for 3 damage? 4 damage? Or do I want to get in for 2 and draw a card? I think I need the 4 damage more than I need anything else. Alright, we have to kill him pretty quick. Playing that just in case, I don't know. I guess it's almost impossible that I would need that much mana, but... I'm like dead next turn, right? So, or next time he draws a land, I die. What are you tapping this for? Oh no. Well, yeah, that's gonna slow down Lethal, the Duelist. And that's also gonna keep you alive longer. That's too bad. Okay, but he doesn't have a land in hand, right? And we did draw a rogue, which is kind of the best thing I could be getting right now. I still have a shot, I think. No. Cancel. Attack. Wrong one? You should have hit this one and I don't draw? I'll save the utility knife for next turn. Because I don't think I can need more mana, can I? Maybe I can. Oh, man. Oh, oh, he milled me with this. I didn't see that. Okay. I didn't even need him to draw land to lose. Okay. Close one. What could I have done differently? I remember there was a mistake I made involving not milling him as much as I could have with a crab, but that wasn't the problem. I could have put back the Soaring Thought Thief. That's right. That would have been enough to win, I think. Instead of making him discard 2 cards. And the cards he discarded were not that important. Yeah, putting a Thought Thief back into play would have been nuts. Alright, I mean, 5 wins. Not too bad. I'll take it. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this draft run, as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.